Ladies and gentlemen, we got a fun one for you tonight. Fans of Team AXLE-R8, this is going to be a special one. HEB is presenting to you after the match, which we like to think of as a little post-game, post-match conference. Obviously, it's a couple days after the boys played, but this is an opportunity for you guys to get to know them better. I will be your host tonight. My name is Puffle. I am the social media and marketing manager for Beasley Esports, which means I get to work closely with Team AXLE-R8. And I'm also a super fan, so I think I'm qualified to be running this tonight. And of course, with me, we have Coach Ronski and the three players that you see on the broadcast, Bambi, J-Bot, and Tool. We're really excited about this one, and let's just go ahead and hop into it. Our first question of the night comes from Atomic, and I think he might have asked this question for a specific reason. He says, where do you find these amazing casters? And funny enough, the answer to that is actually Atomic has helped us a lot in finding all of our amazing casters that you see on our team broadcast at twitch.tv/teamaxlr8. But to talk more about that, I want to throw it over to J-Bot. J-Bot, I believe you actually enjoy watching the broadcast back. Is that true?
Yeah, so first things first, I guess I want to give a little shout out to all the casters we've had on. We got Nindo, we got Glacier, we got Junior P, we got Bash from the Past, we got Wolfie. All those guys have been fantastic. So first things first, huge shout out to them. But it's always fun. I think I like to joke around with the boys when we're playing. Like when we score something nice, we always like to go back and watch the broadcast and just see how they react. It's always fun to see how like the third person sees your shot. Sometimes the camera angle is bad, which sucks because director cam, but sometimes we get a good angle and the reactions are always good from the casters. So yeah, I do love going back and seeing all the talent and their funny reactions to our goals.
Yeah, that's awesome. I appreciate you shouting out all those guys. They bring so much energy to the broadcast. We appreciate them very much. And speaking of one of them, you mentioned Junior. He actually asked a question. And Ron, I'm going to throw this one over to you. Obviously, without disclosing any team secrets, what does a day-to-day training routine look like for Team AXLE-R8?
Yeah, so outside of tournaments, we're practicing 5 to 6 days a week, scrimming 2 to 3 hours, depends on the day. The players themselves are responsible for around 1 to 2 hours of mechanics training, which is something like I'll lead, depending on, could be shooting inconsistencies, could be specific mechanics, and that's something I'll recommend to the players. So that they're actively training throughout the day. That could be free play training, training packs, ones, twos. Twos is great mechanical practice. So that's a typical rundown of like a day-to-day. Tournaments get a little bit more involved over the weekend. Obviously, we're not scrimming as much. We'll have an hour pregame warm-up with that.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's a grind. I think a lot of people don't appreciate how much work goes into it behind the scenes and practicing and all that. Awesome. Appreciate that, Ron. Our next question comes from Rocketstar, who we love. She's a huge fan of Team AXLE-R8. We appreciate her very much. Shout out to her. And I want to throw this to Bambi, J-Bot, and Tool. I want you each to answer. The question is, what's everyone's favorite thing to go for in game? So crazy shot, a little mechanic. What do you guys like?
I mean, I'll go first. I don't really know what to call this. Puffle calls it a first killer double, but it's like when the ball is coming to you, it's like bouncing. And you like hit it up to the ceiling and like you continue up with your aerial and then you hit it again like when it's coming down off the ceiling and you score obviously, But that's my favorite thing to go for.
That one's so funny to me too, because like Bambi will like call it out and then like he'll hit the ball, like it'll go flying into the ceiling, but his car goes like maybe 2 feet off the ground. Like he maybe gets 2 feet off the ground and at least like,
it works,
100 boost. Yeah, it works, but like it looks so dumb from our perspective. Yeah, it's amazing. Me personally, I'm a ones player, so at heart I always will be. And so I love the Fortnite flick. By the way, shout out to Flitz for coining that term. It's like a half breezy flick, but he coined that and he did it in a battle bus too. And then I think he added Ninja in his tweet, and then Ninja like retweeted it or liked it or something.
Yeah, Ninja responded. Yeah, he like retweeted or something.
Yeah, so the Fortnite flick, that one's always fun. I also love cucks or pinches. I think it's hilarious whenever you can score when like the team just isn't even like looking at the ball or they have no idea that you even have a chance at shooting and you just blast it into their net. So those two are probably my main two to go for.
For me, I definitely would have to say like an air dribble bump, or I don't really necessarily do this on purpose, but yeah, I think you guys know what it is. We call it a poot. It's not necessarily on purpose,
Okay, explain that. What
but
is that?
Explain
to
the
pretty
Explain
much
that.
say, there's 3 people in net. They're panicking in net. I kind of just hit them with a 10-mile-an-hour shot, and
They call that the
expected, like,
change up.
They
Right.
expect
A
like
little
a
yeah.
really
little
good shot.
knuckleball.
They expect a really good shot like top
Yeah.
corner, but it's
Yeah.
just like moving like 10 miles per hour towards the
It's
net.
so
Exactly.
funny to watch. Like
It works every time.
Tool's poised to like blast this in the top corner, and like the whole enemy team is just absolutely gunning it for top right, and he just like barely hits the ball, and like he'll like score himself before the ball, and then
Yeah.
the ball goes
Walk it
behind
in.
him.
You gotta walk it in.
I'll hit a bump all the way in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love it. Little sweaty mechanics in there, little fun mechanics in there. We love it. Yeah, I remember there was a goal in the last broadcast where like everyone had everything covered except for Tool's bounce shot. And he bounced it off the ground and
Yeah.
into the net. The creativity, we love it. You guys are great. And I just want to shout out real quick that we are actually streaming this on YouTube, and we're gonna post it later as a YouTube video. So for all those watching live, if you want to rewatch this, you can go subscribe to our YouTube channel and catch it there. Our next question, speaking of YouTube, we have a series called Who's Who, and I think this question kind of fits in that realm. Spoods, who's a friend of the show, asks, who has the best drip on the roster? J-Bot, I want you to start, but I feel like everyone's gonna have something to say here.
So like, as much as I want to like joke around and be like and deny the truth, and it hurts every cell in my body to say this, but like
It does.
on the pitch,
Just say me.
just not Ron.
No,
what?
Ron.
Definitely not. On the pitch, Bambi pulls up with these like car. He comes up with a car design every single day.
No,
for
not
some-
only the pitch. What about IRL?
No,
too?
okay, we'll get there. But on the pitch, I mean, like this man will pull up with like a color that I've never seen before, that's never been invented on his car, and I don't
new
even know how
hex
that's
code.
possible. Yeah, and then off the pitch, I mean, he's got the like chain he wears, like he just the way he walks.
You know what? Let me whip it out.
style.
Let me whip it out.
Yeah,
Let's
go grab
see
the chain.
it.
But it's just he got like the sweatpants going. He was wearing like these insane like checkerboard like pants. I was like, where do you even get that?
No idea.
Where do you even get that?
It's my favorite chain. It's like a nice like grayish
Yeah,
color.
it's just
but, you know,
nice.
it's,
Yeah.
it's the drip.
He's
It's
just
the
playing
drip.
with it. He's
It's the
playing with
drip.
it.
You gotta respect the drip.
Yeah.
Awesome. Love it. So like I mentioned earlier, Team Accelerate is a part of Beasley Esports. And in addition to Team Accelerate, Beasley Esports also owns the Houston Outlaws and also Checkpoint XP and Checkpoint on Campus under that, which is kind of a reporting content creation for all things gaming and esports. And they do a lot of work, as I mentioned, with, esports programs on campuses all around the US. And so we actually have a CRL player in our midst, Bambi. Jacob from Checkpoint XP asks you, what's it like playing in CRL and RLCS? And is it difficult to spread your efforts across 2 different Rocket League teams?
So CRL and RLCS, I would say they're pretty different. I mean, the competition is a lot different. I mean, RLCS people kind of already know, but it's like a little bit higher tier, and CRL is like still pretty high. People don't realize it, but it's still like a pretty high tier, like competitive, like environment. But it's not up there with like RLCS. And but I like the change up. You know, I gotta make a team with like some college people that I know, or just good players that I haven't even met. But you know, that's why we become friends. And so is it difficult to spread your efforts? I would say typically yes. However, I do lean more I do practice more with my RLCS team,
Sure.
because you know I think it's like higher competition, and I enjoy it. I got to be honest, I enjoy it a little bit more, and I could put in some more effort into CRL. But when we're playing at a level that we are playing at RLCS, I feel like I like to lean more to that side. So it's the effort is still there in both. I try to give my most and everything, but yeah, I do lean a little bit more with the RLCS team.
And like one complements the other, right? Like you're
Yeah.
practicing for CRL, you're still practicing Rocket League.
Yeah,
as well.
Sure.
exactly.
Yeah,
I'm still
there's
playing
no-
Rocket League, still getting
Yeah.
those hours up. But yeah,
Still on the grind. Awesome, man.
sir.
Next up, we have King Rome asking, Tool, what's been your favorite
Mhm.
moment as a team since being signed to Team Accelerate?
I would say meeting everyone at Houston for the first time because me and Bambi have like known each other for like 5-6 years, I think.
It's been like, yeah,
And
at
for
least
J
5.
Bot, I mean, we've known him for a while, but like we've been teaming with him for about a year. So yeah,
a little bit
meeting with
more,
them,
a little bit
year and a
more.
half.
Hello.
Year and a
Hello,
half.
hello there,
And Ron.
Tool.
And Ron.
Hello
Who's that,
there.
who's that guy? Who's that
Right.
guy?
I've known Ron for as long as
We used to
Bambi, 5 or
we used to
6
team
years.
together back when I used to play the
We
game.
did.
Ron was a
We did
pro.
together.
When- when
What?
Ron was
I was
actually-
not a pro, but I was
When he was
not
actually like
horrible.
decent at the game. You know?
He was.
Decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say meeting them though. We also scrimmed at like the facility there. And meeting everyone at HEB was really fun too.
Also to
Yeah.
add to that, like when we
Yeah.
were there in person, like I kind of like messed Bambi up in some Clash Royale. Like we were eating some food and we ran it up, and I don't remember losing
I
a
remember
game. That's
that.
all I'm gonna say. So wanna
I'm
go.
just
Bambi, is
like-
that true or
He did kind of clap you. I remember.
I mean,
that.
it is true. However, he's a
However.
tryhard, you know. He's a tryhard.
Yeah.
He is a
I'm just like,
tryhard.
I'm
Valid.
just chilling. I'm just trying to have a fun time with the man.
Who
He's a
lost,
1v1
Bambi?
player.
Who lost? I mean,
Hey, he's a
that's-
once player. He's a once
player.
player.
Exactly, the one player. It's not fair.
He's been prepping for that. Yeah, and like you guys mentioned, we're so thankful for HEB sponsoring the team and also presenting this after the match. And so, talk a little bit about HEB. I want to ask everyone, tell us what's your favorite go-to snack food from HEB.
I'll go first. For me, it'd definitely be like any HEB branded chips, like literally any. They're pretty good. I like them. So anything from there, and then also their fruit. I like fruit too. I'm stay kind of healthy, but yeah.
For
Nice
me,
little
like
contrast there.
Yeah.
you gotta have both. you
Chips
gotta have
and
both.
fruit, yeah.
Yeah. For me, like I've been a day one, like an absolute day one hometown Twister fan. You know,
Put that in the
they-
Twitter bio.
Yeah.
I've been a day one.
hometown.
They sent me them. I had one. I was like, these are just the greatest. Like, cause I'm a vanilla kind of guy, and they go down that route more so. So like, I just ate one. I was like, I think the package may have been gone in the next 15 minutes. So
Yeah.
I had to ask them for
Sure.
more, and they did send me more. So HEB
Let's
maybe
go.
run it up again for a third time.
I gotta go with the HEB brownies. Easily.
Those are good too.
I ate those in one day, and I think there's a pack of like 6. How much is in there? Like 12.
I think they were 12 or 16.
Yeah,
I mean, who's counting, right? But I'm
Yeah,
just
I
saying.
mean,
I think
it's
there
a
were
pound,
quite a
you know.
few. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. Ron?
Yeah, I'll have to go with. They sent over some green salsa,
Mm.
and I eat eggs every morning, and I had to put it on the eggs, and it was delicious. So, yeah,
Love it. Even healthy Ron approves. Come on now. Let's go.
yeah.
Awesome, guys. Well, we appreciate everyone who has been watching us live, and we've actually had some questions coming in live, and I absolutely love this question. I mean, I think everyone's wondering this. You guys know how I reacted when you won the search. You've all seen that clip. But Patty asks, how hype were you guys? Talk about the moment after the search. Bambi, you got to start it off with getting swarmed by everyone.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people saw, and I still have the clip somewhere. If people didn't see, I could probably post it on my Twitter or something. But yeah, I got swarmed by like, I'd say like 8 people, like 8 or 7 people, and I didn't even know like 2 of them at the time. Like now I'm good friends with them because of that moment. But yeah, it was extremely hype. Like I couldn't believe it, to be honest. So, you know, the adrenaline was nice. But yeah.
Yeah, for me, I mean, it was just quite a surreal moment, and like, in terms of how long did it last after that? Like, I mean, it lasted like weeks. I mean, not to that extent, but like, I remember like, I like to tell stories, and I would always talk to my friends, and I would like tell the whole story with all the build up, and like, I would like to explain to them that we had just split best of 7 sets, and like also to make the day before we won a game 7 overtime, and so like, I just told the whole story. I told it like at least 5 times to different people, and then like I also showed the video that Bambi's talking about of him literally getting like mauled by his roommates and friends. And it's just really a special moment for me. So I definitely rode that high for a little bit after.
Yeah. I feel like in the moment we were just so concentrated. I mean we were
Yeah.
hyped, of course, but in the moment we were just so concentrated at winning it. But I remember like going out of my room because my parents were watching. I remember going out of my room, and they were like we just like they just like hugged me. It was the funniest thing ever. We like never hug.
Yeah.
They
That's
were just like
crazy.
hugging me. It was the funniest thing
It
ever.
was crazy. My parents hugged me.
Yeah, I know.
Finally.
Oh yeah, and my parents like came over that night and they like brought me some sushi. So shout out to them too for that.
Let's go. Ron, how are you feeling?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I totally agree with them. I was in the call. It always feels good to close out. That is the hardest thing with Rocket League is the ability to close out a series, whether it's best of 3, best of 5, best of 7, but best of 7 sets, even harder. And always proud of these guys. And I mean, it's a great feeling, right? But every time we do win, really the feeling I get is like, all right, what's next? What are we grinding for next? So that was it after that, getting signed and then setting us forward for the RLCS season.
Love it. Love it. Yeah, it was such a special moment. I just screamed into the mic, and these guys have seen that clip. It was exciting for everyone. It was
Slotted.
really special. Slotted.
Dude, love it. Love it.
Slotted. And it was sweet because sometime this last weekend, Bambi, you hit a double in overtime that just reminded me of that. I swear, so many
Yeah,
things just
fun.
remind me of that shot. It's really special. And we're thankful it happened. We love you guys, and we really appreciate you guys taking the time to interact with the community, and that's going to do it for us tonight. But we are just super thankful for the Team Accelerate fam, Team Accelerate community, and for everyone who's watching along in the Discord. And before we go, I want to just open the floor. If you guys want to say anything about how you're feeling, RLCS runs, anything coming up, let the community know what you're feeling.
Yeah, well,
I'll start.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Ron. Take it.
Yeah, so shout out to the fans. Seriously, appreciate you guys. I stream on Twitch. My Twitch community is always super involved with my RLCS team. We really appreciate the support through the ups and downs. And, my motto, losses, just another opportunity to learn. And I know you guys support us no matter what. We just want to say thank you. Seriously, really appreciate it. And we're grateful to have Team Accelerate representing us as well. And our lovely sponsors, HEB.
Yeah, I guess I'll go next. Again, huge shout out to the fans. We really care about making, like, not only winning but putting on a show for you guys, and if we're not winning, at least playing in a way that we're proud of and in a way that like is entertaining to you guys and all that. So that we really do care about all that stuff. And yeah, shout out to HEB for putting this on for us tonight, and I'm really excited for the future, for Regional 3 and for the upcoming spring split. So
Yeah, shout out to definitely my parents, because they move around their plans for me. All the fans, HEB for supporting us, Accelerate. Really means a lot to us.
Yeah, I mean, you guys pretty much nailed it. I love the fans, and I don't know. Keep supporting us and trust. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I have faith in us, and appreciate Team Accelerate for everything, and I appreciate everybody that's made Team Accelerate until what it's become. So sorry, words are hard. So
I have a question.
Oh, you're asking the questions now. Okay, Ron, go ahead.
Yeah. So sometimes I am focused on my guys during tournaments, but I'll peep the Twitch chat. I'll just like click on the broadcast. What is this Wamby wool?
Yeah.
What is going on?
He's a boomer. He's a
Who
boomer.
came up with that?
He's a boomer,
Who
guys.
started that?
Everybody relax. So I don't mean to steal the show, but I will die saying that I came up with that a long time ago, because I've been fans of you guys for a long time. And Wamby, W-Bot, and Wool, baby.
Yeah.
Ron, for the
Ron's already
boomer
built
here,
it.
for the boomer
Wool's
here,
so good.
if somebody's winning, you put the W in front of the first
Okay.
character in their name, and that's why we just
Okay.
call you Ronskin, because you're
He's
always
always
winning.
winning.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
come on.
Awesome. Well, wise words from Bambi there. Trust the process. These guys have great things coming, and we are so thankful for all of you guys. Be sure to check this video out on YouTube if you missed any parts of it. Thank you for all your questions. And we plan on doing this after each major tournament, each regional, things like that. Big competitions the guys are playing in. That's it for tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate you.